Welcome, dear friends. Today's topic is energy status of the cell it, and that is energy charge and phosphorylation potential. Myself, Vivek Suresh Jede, Head and Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, Arts and Science College, Pulgaon. You all know that in metabolism, there are two processes, that is catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism will gives energy in the form of ATP, and anabolism uses that ATP to synthesize various biomolecules. Energy status of the cell is explained by two concepts, that is energy charge and phosphorylation potential. What is energy status? That means how much energy is having the cell. That is what we called it as energy status of the cell. Energy charge. Energy charge is the concept which deals with the concentration of ATP in the cell. ATP is high and AMP and ADP is low in well nourished cell. That is the energy status of the cell. Energy generating pathways, that is glycolysis and TCA cycle, will be activated when there is a low energy state. Low energy state when ATP is low and ADP AMP is high, because you all know that ATP is converted into ADP and then ADP is converted into AMP. In high energy state, ATP is high and ADP AMP is low. Daniel Atkinson gives the energy charge concept. It is also known as adenylate energy charge. It gives the cellular concentration of ATP, ADP, and AMP. As adenine is involved in these three groups, it is known as adenylate energy charge. In this concept, it is thought that cell is an cellular battery and which can be charged and discharged regularly by the process anabolism and catabolism. Energy charge can be explained with the help of this equation, that is energy charge is equal to concentration of ATP plus 1/2 concentration of ADP upon concentration of ATP plus concentration of ADP plus concentration of AMP. In this diagram, you will easily explain the energy charge concept. When energy charge is high, ATP inhibits the energy generating pathway, that is the catabolic pathway, and stimulate the ATP utilizing, that is an anabolic pathway. Energy charge always lies in between 0 to 1. That means the cell which having 0 energy charge, that is the discharge cell, and the cell which having 1 energy charge, that means the cell is fully charged. So fully charged cell shows energy charge 0, sorry 1. Fully discharged cell shows energy charge 0. Metabolic steady state, that is interaction of both the curve, intersection of both the curves, which lies here is at point 0.85. That is the metabolic state. Metabolic steady state is a state in which the cell maintain its own energy charge, that is always greater than 0.50, because cell always reserve its energy by producing more and more ATP, and that can be utilized by ATP utilizing pathways. Energy charge of the most cell ranges from 0.80 to 0.95. Here is an example to calculate how to calculate the energy charge. Suppose ATP concentration is 1, ADP concentration is 1, ATP and AMP concentration is also 1, then the energy charge is 0.5. If the ATP concentration is 2, ADP concentration is 1 and AMP concentration is 0.5, then the energy charge is 0.7. From this equation, you can clearly understand that ATP plays a very important role. If the ATP concentration is much more, then the energy charge of the cell remains high. The adenylate nucleotide content of some tissues, that is in micromolar per gram per weight. Here are three examples, that is guinea pig brain, rat heart and blowfly muscle. Here you can easily find that the ATP concentration is always greater than that of the ADP and AMP. For guinea pig brain, it is 2.95 ATP, ADP is 0.70, AMP is 0.13. For rat heart, it is 13.3, ADP is 2.6 and AMP is 0.43. For blowfly muscles, ATP is 14, ADP is 3 and AMP is 0.25. From this chart, you can easily understand that the energy charge for these all the cells lies in between 0.80 to 0.95, and that is the most important thing, that the cells which are fully nourished maintain high energy in their for utilization of energy. Next concept is phosphorylation potential. It is an alternative index of energy status of the cell. Phosphorylation potential is equal to concentration of ATP divided by concentration of ADP and concentration of inorganic phosphate. Here, inorganic phosphate is taken into consideration because inorganic phosphate play important role while conversion from ADP into ATP, and so it is taken into the consideration, and so this indicator is known as phosphorylation potential. It gives the free energy storage available from the ATP. Phosphorylation potential uh, con- contradictory to the energy charge depend upon the concentration of inorganic phosphate, directly related to the free energy available from the ATP. The cell phosphorylation potential varies from 200 to 800 per mole. Higher is the phosphorylation potential, more highly energized cell. That means the cell having the 800 per mole of phosphorylation potential is absolutely high energized cell than that of the 200 phosphorylation potential cell. With this, thank you for patiently listening the lecture. If you have any questions or doubts, you can ask me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.